Hello guys, so I will bring another analysis video. So let's look at the crypto market today. So what's happening? It seems like we can see a downtrend. So let's jump into the Bitcoin price right now. So it seems like everybody was expecting that there will be a new all-time high, but it did not happen. So we know so far that is from 13th of March we reached the all-time high, which is 61,000. Was that the all-time high? Yes. So if we look, this is the daily chart. So this is the candle I'm looking at on 13th March. The high price was 61,781. So I'm on the Bitstamp. I guess in other exchanges it can be 62,000 or 63,000. So there was a massive dump here, as we can see. I'm talking about this one after that. And then we saw the price shoot up, and everybody was expecting that this symmetric triangle will be broken. So, by symmetric triangle, I mean this one on a short time frame, and this one. So, there's still a chance. So, maybe we can think of a symmetric triangle like this or a channel like this that some was expecting to break, but it did not break. In fact, I think many people went on high leverage, and it's trying to shake off the weak hands here. So, but so behind, as you can see, this cloud, the Ichimoku cloud that we have on a daily time frame. So, what does the cloud tell us? Let me hide the volumes here. So, if I hide the volumes, uh, then we can see that we still have a green cloud here. So, the price is, as long as the price is above the green cloud, uh, we can be certain that the bull run is not over yet. So that means that there's a strong upward trend still. So we know that it started in October, 17 October. So total price percentage wise, we got 436% up. And we may be experiencing, so we see this bull run here, and then there's a downward trend here, and we saw one bull run, then we saw another bull run two, then we saw another one here three. Now the question is, as we can see, you see the length of this arrow is actually getting smaller. That means the momentum is getting a little slower. So even though the bull run is not over yet, now the question is, will there be enough volume anytime soon that we can basically break this line of 61,500 and go above? So only time can tell, but there's already some indicators that there's always a possibility that, I mean, it can go down and the bear market trend can start. But as long as it's above the cloud, I guess it's probably nothing to be pessimistic about. So far, how many times, if I go to 4 hour time frame, so how many times it tried to break it? So we can see, let me hide this once. So if I put this line here, so that's around 61,500. So there's several attempts to reach the all-time high again, right? So we can we can see we tried once here, we tried twice here. Maybe if we consider this, so three times it's trying to move up. So in one way, it's good because uh, we still have higher lows here. So I'm talking about this low here, then I'm talking about this low here, then I'm talking about this low here. So as long as we have higher low, That means we can take this line to be a strong support line here, I guess. So this line. So maybe we can draw this line like this, and this can be a support line. So we have two indicators here. So on 4 hour time frame though, we see that uh, for example, when there's a strong upward move, we see this green cloud here, but then we are seeing that there's a capitulation. So from March 13th up until here, so how many days is that? So March 13th up until 8th April. So almost a month, we can see that we are trying to find another capitulation area or solidification area. So now the question is which direction it's going to move. Is it going to move upward or downward? So as long as going back to the daily time frame, as long as the green cloud is there, and if as for example you see this red cloud here on 4 hourly time frame, so on daily time frame we still haven't seen red cloud here. So as long as we are above the green cloud, it's still upward trend, and trend is our friend. So now the question is, why is it not moving up? So the why is it not moving up? Possibly that there's a lot of high leverage traders, and okay, so and some other things, as we can see that it's getting a little dangerous because this green line, if it's as far as it is away from the price candles, is better. So green line coming towards the candles, meaning the momentum is getting slower. But at the same time, as we can see here, it always bumps, gets a bounce back from the cloud. Now the question is whether we will have a bounce back. Now the question is, if we don't bounce back here uh, and make an upward movement, then we can definitively say that it's a start of a bear market and price will go down. Maybe it's time to sell. But as long as it does not enter into the cloud area, so I guess there's no reason to panic right now. Okay, so that is based on Ichimoku. So let's look at the RSI right now. So what's happening with RSI? In fact, RSI is very healthy. So if I look at the RSI is above 54. So it was below 50. So RSI above just 52 means that means it's neither overbought, neither oversold. That means there's maybe a lot of people are accumulating, and everybody's waiting for the next move so that they can jump into the wagon in some way. So, um, but definitively a massive sell. But if it breaks the cloud, that's when I think the panic will start. So if we hide the Ichimoku and look at the CPR line, maybe we can say like if it starts going down, if the bear market happens, what will be the support line here? So okay, let's go to the CPR. CPR. So CPR, I'm on daily. Let's go to CPR. Okay, let's hide the dailies. I want to see only the weeklies and monthlies. It's so you can find the CPR by KGS. This is a very good indicators, and remove previous month too. Keep only the monthlies and weeklies. You can also remove the tomorrow weekly pivot. Yeah, that would do for now. So there's a lot of line here. Maybe I should hide the Ichimoku's here. Okay, so maybe I can also hide puts, not CPR style. Oh, let's say I just only show the monthly pivots on daily. Um, okay, so basically we need to look at these few lines here. Maybe if I go 4 hourly, it gets even better to see. Okay, okay. Now these blue ones are the central pivot line. These green ones are the resistance, and these red ones are the support. So that means right now it's below the blue ones, and it's basically, as you can see, it found support at 55,000. So it's bouncing from 55,000, and it will have to break 59,000, this line, and then it will have to break 60,000, and then it will have to break 62,000. So but the top we can see 69,000 or 68,000. So basically, in the best case scenario, if it's an upward movement, the target should be around 68,000. So I'm talking about this line, 68,000. Now, if it breaks down, so where can it find support? The strong support should be around 45,000. Basically, this red line here, that's 38. So this is 43,000, this is 45, 46,000. So if it's a downward movement comes, so if it breaks 46,000, or if it breaks 43,000, I'm talking about this line. So as long as it stays above this line, we can still probably think about having an upward trend. But if it breaks this line here, then it will get really dangerous. So that's based on CPR. Now, what about if I take the Fibonacci? So if I bring Fibonacci, I think it should probably match almost the same way as. So if I take Fibonacci, a small Fibonacci here, from the top to bottom, that takes me, that gives me 68,000, almost the same. Okay, and if I take this one, if I take another one from here to here, so basically we can see that 42,000, 46,000. So 40, 42,000, 46. These are the important lines as support. If it breaks, we will have to check whether it can get a support from these lines. About 42,000 here, 42,000 here, then 46,000 here. In the case if it goes down, whether we can find support. On the other hand, if we go upward direction and if it's a bull run, then we'll have to see after it breaks 61,000 whether the immediate target will be 68,000. Immediate target will be 68,000, but then we can see that it may, if the bull run is strong enough, then it can be 82,000. So the whole point in crypto market is like the upward gains is bigger than the downward corrections, right? So you are making basically uh, on a potential of making 40% profit. In the case of 82%, have a risk you probably have a risk of going down by, let's say maybe 30%. So basically you're betting that it's most likely going to go up, and the chance of going up is higher because we are on a upward trend. So that's about it for the Bitcoin price right now. So and another good thing about Ethereum, that we know that Ethereum has already broken the last all-time high. So it's already above the all-time high, and I think it's highly correlated with Bitcoin. So it means like uh, sometimes it happens that Ethereum leads the market, and sometimes Bitcoin leads the market, and typically typically it's most of the time Bitcoin, but in the case of Ethereum, because they have launched the Ethereum 2.0 and a lot of development is happening, Ethereum has a chance to even go to 5,000 or even 10,000. Now the question is, I don't think that it will be uncorrelated with Bitcoin. The movement, the entire market will be moving. In fact, when Bitcoin is going sideways, that's when probably there's more potential for upward movement. So, in terms of daily, so we can see here. So this is the line I was talking about. So this is the 2039. So that happened on actually 20th February. So as we can see recently, the on 2nd April it got broken here. And if I go on a 4 hourly time frame, that means yeah. So from 2nd April, the beginning of this month, it started breaking the all-time high, and now it's again testing. So it's trying to find the resistance. Now, what can be our potential targets? So basically, if I take the Fibonacci here, so the potential target can be 2463 here, 2463. In the much more bullish case, 3184, 3184, and in like, okay, 4350. So okay, it needs to at least go to 2500. So I hope by the end of this month, maybe we can see a move up until 2500, and I won't be surprised if it's 3000. So, and what about some others? For example, this is Algorand and then ADA. So I can probably put them against ADC. So what's happening in the short term? Maybe I can hide the volume here. Volume here. So so this one is Bitcoin. So this is, I also put gold because gold is kind of like our baseline. So Bitcoin is the digital gold, which we can see since December at least. It's performed 323%. Algorand has performed parabolically 1,000%. In fact, I have invested quite a bit in Algorand and Ethereum. So we can see its upward trend. So right now, Ethereum and Algorand, both of them are performing better than Bitcoin. So in fact, right now I kind of shifted my portfolio to Ethereum and Cardano, and when the bear market starts, I'll probably move back to Bitcoin again. So what about Binance? So BNB. So I'm talking about the top five here. BNB USD. So okay. Oh, BNB is performing even better. So as you can see, 2,600%. Okay. In fact, I started moving to Binance again. Um, okay. So I wanted to show a little bit more on some of the indicators. So one of this website that I really like is called Look Into Bitcoin, and they have bunch of indicators, on-chain indicators. Right now, you can see MVRVZ score. So maybe today I can only show pi cycle top indicator. So according to pi cycle top indicator, so pi cycle top indicator has historically been effective in picking out the timing of market cycle highs. uh, basically when so basically if I make it more visible, so you see this crossover happens, this green and orange line crossover, and you see how this crossover kind of fits exactly with these tops here. We're talking, this is in 2014, right? So the same thing here in 2000 December 2013. And so in 2014 2013 bull run, we kind of saw a double top, and on the other hand, the second bull run in 2017, look at 2017, 2017 also, you see how nicely it fit here. So and then you see when the orange line when the green line crosses, when yeah, so basically So when the green line is crossing the orange line from above is when is the market high, correct? So as you can see here, the green line is crossing the orange line. So a lot of people are saying that according to pi cycle indicator, it can be that the bull run has finished. But at the same time, a lot of people think that we are going to have a double top like this. So you see, the green line is crossing orange line here. Then again, orange line is crossing here. So if this is a scene, another question is whether we'll see a scenario from 2017 versus a scenario from 2013. If it's a scenario of 2017, then the beer market started because it almost is starting to cross. But everybody believes there's a strong reason because of the institutional investment to believe that it's probably going to mimic 2013 and we can see another top like here. And I am on this theory, and we'll see what happens. And some other indicators, I'll go in details. Some relative unrealized profit loss. So relative unrealized profit, it basically shows how many people are in profit right now, and based on that we can see the sentiment of the market here. So basically, we can see capitulation, optimism, denial, greed, euphoria, right? So we still are not in the euphoria zone. So that is a good sign. According to realized unprofit loss, basically when we are in this zone, we see a lot of greed. So we are in the greed phase. So historically, looking at 2013, we have gone into euphoria twice, right? On the other hand, 2017, we have gone into euphoria once. But as you can see, it's a good sign that we are still not in the euphoria zone here. So, so if we reach to the euphoria zone, that's when we know that okay, now it's time to sell, and now it's time for a bear market. So this is an indicator that we still probably are in the bull market. And some other chart, the Puell multiple. So if we look at the Puell multiple, so according to the Puell multiple, the metric looks at supply side of Bitcoin's economy, Bitcoin miners and their revenue. It explores market cycles from a mining revenue perspective. So if we look at 2013, 2014, basically when the Puell multiple also tells us that we still have not reached the market high, market top. So as you can see in this red zone here, in 2000, when we in 2013 we entered into the red zone twice, but in 2017 we entered once, and now we haven't entered yet. That means there's two more chances for us to enter. If it mimics 2013 bull run, we will probably enter twice. If it even mimics 2017, we should be entering at least once. So based on the Puel multiple, we can also say that the bull market, we haven't seen the market top. So ultimately that leads to what can be the uh, future price of Bitcoin, which I believe should be at least above 100,000. And I will make more videos in with more details, and I'll go into more of these charts. I have shown you the sources, and you can yourself check it. And I will finish this video here today. Thank you.